Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode. It's your boy Gabe, and today we are doing something special. We are doing smoked pork belly burnt ends. Yes, I can't believe I found it, but I did, and I'm excited. So we're gonna make smoked pork belly burnt ends. Now, before we get started, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that sub button, that notification button next to it. Comment down below, tell me what you think. Let's get back to it. So, this is very simple. I got my pork belly. We're gonna cube it up into about 2-inch cubes or so. And then, actually maybe about 1-inch cubes. And then we're gonna put it on a tray. And all you need to do is just find your favorite barbecue seasoning. I'm gonna use this Traeger prime rib seasoning that I've been using. Just because I like that it can be used for pork as well. And so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna throw it in the smoker for hopefully 2 to 3 hours. Once it reaches 165, then we're gonna pull it out, and then we're gonna toss it in, or we're gonna put it in a tray, and then we're gonna mix it with honey, barbecue sauce, and butter. And then maybe a little bit of brown sugar. But then we'll throw it back in for another hour or two until it reaches 195. But we'll get to that when we get to it. But let's start cutting this up. All right, so I got my gloves on and I got my bowl. So like I said, we're gonna cut these into about 1-inch cubes, and then we're gonna throw them in our bowl, and then we'll toss them in our seasoning. So for those of you that might be wondering what pork belly is, it's basically unmessed with bacon, or uncured bacon. Because most bacon, even if it says it's uncured, there's some type of curing or brining that they do, or smoking that they do for it. So this is unsmoked, uncured, untouched bacon. This is straight from the belly of the pig, and it's ready to go. So there's definitely a lot of fat on here because it's basically bacon. They also use this for pancetta as well. We're using it for burnt ends today. All right, so now that I got these cut into strips, I'm gonna cut them into cubes. So the nice thing is, pork belly has obviously a lot of fat because it's bacon, and so you can't really mess it up. But these make excellent pork belly tacos. You can do all sorts of things with pork belly. And this is about the chunk you're looking for, because they're gonna shrink down a lot because there's so much fat. But it's about how big you want them, because then they'll end up being just a little over bite size. And this right here is about a 4-pound pork belly. All right. So now that we got that, we're gonna add our seasoning. Now normally I would do mustard. But with this, I don't want to get too crazy with it because, I mean, there's a lot of fat in this, so I don't need to break it down or anything like that. I'm not trying to seal anything, so I'm just gonna season it, cover it, throw it on my pan, throw it in my smoker. And I'm doing quite a bit because I want each piece to be pretty well coated. Do just a hair bit more, okay? This is kind of what I want them to look like. I want them to be seasoned like this, okay? And we're gonna put them on our tray, spread them out nicely, and then we'll throw them in our smoker. So I got my smoker set to 225, as always, and then we're gonna, like I said, hopefully go for about 2 or 3 hours until they reach 165, and then we'll pull them out, put them in a pan, put our butter in there, and then we'll throw them back in the smoker until they're done. And you want them to reach 195 when you get to that point. It's usually a good starting point. That's usually the indicator when everything's done. It seems to be the magic number. Okay, coating these one last time in seasoning. Okay, so there you have it. They're all coated. I'm gonna throw these out in my smoker, And then we'll bring them back in. We'll put them in a pan, put all of our butter and stuff in there, and then we'll throw them back in and we'll have burnt ends. So this is what they look like. They hit 165. So now we're gonna put them in my pan, and then we're going to add some honey, some barbecue sauce, and you can add whatever your favorite barbecue sauce is or whatever you got lying around in the fridge. And then we're gonna add a stick of butter, and I'm gonna cube it up. And then we're gonna add, for this, we're probably gonna add about a half a cup of brown sugar. So let's throw these in there. Now what you could do is you could cook this whole as is and then cut it up and do all that. But then you gotta let it sit and rest and then let it cool and then cut into it and hope that it's not hot still and blah, blah, blah. But this way it's easier. That way you just scoop and go. And plus it's easier to handle when it's already cubed up. Now I've been trying to scoop just a little bit of the fat as I go, kind of give it some extra love. Because the fat's got a lot of the smoke and a lot of the seasoning in it already. And so it doesn't hurt to use a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Okay, so I got this in here. So now I'm gonna add my butter that I'm going to cube. And then we're gonna add about a cup of barbecue sauce, just enough to cover all of it. So if you want a little bit more, feel free to. But I don't wanna do too much because I just want enough to coat these. Okay, then I'm gonna do about a couple tablespoons of honey. I don't wanna do too much because there's already a lot of sweetness in the barbecue sauce. There's already a lot of sweetness in the brown sugar. So I don't wanna do too much, but probably a couple tablespoons is not so bad. Helps if you open it first. Okay? And then we're gonna add, like I said, about a half a cup of brown sugar. Okay? So there you have it. We're gonna throw this in the smoker for another hour or two until it hits 195 and everything melts and gets nice and caramelized. So let's head back out to the smoker and put this in. All right, so 3 hours cooking. Sauced, 2 hours, maybe 2.5 of letting it cook with the sauce on. These smell amazing. I'm very excited. Let's just start. Let's try these out. So, ooh, this one's nice. Oh yeah, look at that. Yep. Just cheers. What? Oh, yeah. No, that was, wow. So yeah, if you ever get the chance to buy a pork belly, do this. Like, pause the video, come back to it, make this, and get on it. But like, wow. Like, obviously there's just so much fat that it melts in your mouth and it's bueno. You can really smell the brown sugar. I think it also kind of is an essence of the honey, but oh my. Ooh, this piece right here. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. It's so easy to eat. These are really good. There you have it. Smoked pork belly burnt ends. You can make tacos out of these. You can just eat them as is. You can, yeah. But there you have it. If you like this video, again, if you're new, make sure you hit that sub button, that notification button next to it. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me how much of this you want. I'm just kidding. And as always, guys, peace out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.